Hello, everyone. Now, by the title, you know this was my 100 special. So, yeah. So, this is what if femdeku was a pilot from Titanfall 2. I believe I explained her class, but I'll explain her class again. She has the zipline class. So, yeah. And she has the Ronin Titan. If you don't know what that is, it is. Well, I'll show you in a moment. That's not being a what if. I was just got that picture for no reason. It's this one, the one with the sword. Now, I do believe we left off, I'd say around a couple days afterwards, when her and Snipe did do that whole duel, and the whole UA is happening. Now, or the USJ, I should say, to be more better to say something. Okay, so they're on the bus, and she's more explaining how, because everyone's curious, that she got raised by the infamous John Wick. Then assassin, then turned, slightly like a pilot, half pilot, I guess you could say. And then she became a full pilot. Now, I should say this now before I do get fully started. I do not own anything in the background you might hear. I don't own anything of these pictures, and if there is some sort of brand on these pictures that are from a company, I am not in league with them or own any of them. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into it. When Izuki, no, it's Izuki, no, Izumi, yes. When Izumi is more or less waking up that day, she does get ready and go out, putting on some regular UA uniforms. Actually, she puts on her hero costume, which is looking like this in the picture. Why is she putting this on? Well, it's the USJ, and I explained that just 2 seconds ago, so yeah. And she does just have her helmet to the side. She doesn't have her sniper on her at the moment, she just has the R99 and the pistol/revolver. Though her Titan is going to be there so she can actually practice with it. Because they've actually figured out a way to power it longer for, I'd say, about 1 full hour. And they more or less do have the gun on it. The one you just saw before that the Ronin was holding. So, yeah. And, well, when they do get on the bus, after Aizawa just says we're going here to practice your quirks, Kirishima goes in and says, are those fake villains? Izumi looking at, Aizawa nodding at her, and they both go off. With Bakugo saying, why did she, her just saying, shut up Bakugo for once, and proceeds to, grapple a guy in the arm, and, it punctures his arm slightly, with a wincing pain. Her proceeding to yank him into her foot. That foot connecting to his skull. That skull cracking and knocking him unconscious. Yeah. With her more or less unloading her pistols and, SMG, or her pistol and SMG out. Though since she can't really reload quick enough, she just takes out her combat knife, aka the hack knife 9000 as I like to call it. Or just the hack knife, whatever you guys prefer. And does use it as a knife. Her with Aizawa, Aizawa won't get as hurt. Yes, one of his arm will get decayed. There's no doubt about that. Though his other arm that actually got hurt, actually by a quirk, is more or less, still okay. And yeah. Then the whole Nomu comes out, being Shigaraki being pissed, and just says, Gregory, bring the Nomu out. Her mech was there actually before the got there. I know she's laying wait. Her just saying to stall, she has a plan. Him just saying what is she gonna do. Her saying that she has a pretty good idea. And going through several doorways in a hallway and sees her mech. Her making her on her gauntlet, you can see in the picture, presses a button and it goes noom, aka it turns on. Her throwing it, or her basically getting in and doesn't even care about the wall, so you just hear a big boom, 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 boom. And you hear a boom, which would have been the final wall coming down. Shigaraki seeing this, well, machine, and him thinking, oh shit, the machine taking out its gun. And starts to unload on the rest of the villains, taking, well, them all out. That, though, it's more like shock rounds. Like a plasma blast, you could say, though it just, whenever it hits anything, it just renders them unconscious. Seeing, I know how the Ronin gun works is lethal, but they're heroes and, well, hero society, so it's kind of like a capture weapon, in a way. And when it does, well, empty, she does reload it, trying to shoot at the Nomu, it being ineffective. And proceeds to put it back on her back and gets the sword. Lunging at the Nomu, the lunging coming forward, and actually, you know what? She lunges at the Nomu without her sword on, or without her sword in her hand. Making, well, hitting it fist to fist. It being boom. And a shockwave that, well, a lot of air pressure going off of them. Then proceeding to go in a arm, a hand lock, and then the other hands. With, well, Izumi using her height advantage, proceeds to ragdoll the Nomu, and throwing to several walls, forced oceaning one time, though it kept getting up. Why? Regeneration, shark absorption. Hurling that's in pain, and then asked the Ronin to do a diagnostics on it. It coming back with information, which is, it's not alive, and its weakness is its head. The Ronin, well, finally take its sword off, and you just hear a big noom, noom, shing, shing, ning, which would have been her, like, using her sword like a, kind of like, moving it around, like how you would hold a sword and get used to it. Like, move it in your hand. And, well, yeah, the Nomu doesn't stand a chance now because it can literally just decapitate its head, cut that Nomu in half, cut this lower half off, including its arm, and then just cut the head. And I like the last one, so it does that. Shigaraki saying, damn it, damn it, damn it, you cheater, you cheater. With her taking her gun, putting her sword back, and putting her gun towards Shigaraki, and just saying, I'm not cheating, and shoots. Kurogiri, expecting this, puts a portal up, though puts the portal down, and then, well, Shigaraki gets 3 shots in his both of the, sorry everyone, in both of his legs and one of his arms. In one of his right arms. The Kurogiri just says, well, peace, and leaves. With here's looking at the mech, and with its slightly blade being bloodied, though not really. With the cockpit going open and just saying that thing wasn't alive, just so you know. And you do have I saw it stating that you have proof. Her saying 1 second. Her getting on her gauntlet. And more or less shows a video of all the diagnostics. And if it was alive or not. Him saying okay, and they don't think too much about it. And when everyone does come back, well, Izumi is more or less, well, getting debriefed by by the police. Because the police wanted to ask her a lot of questions because, well, of her shady past. And I'm trying to, make a lawsuit against her. Why? Well, she was a vigilante, though it quickly got taken away. Because when they heard that Nezu actually stopped that, it was like, oh, if Nezu's wanting her to be a hero, then that's fine. So, yeah. Though news does go by to, Night Eye and different pro heroes that a vigilante turned hero is becoming a very lethal, or not very lethal, but a very good pro hero. It intriguing them, though they still have to work, so they just put it in the back of their minds. And yeah. With her coming back and just saying hi to Jiro and everyone else. And yeah, Jiro's not the ship. I just said Jiro because it was the closest thing I could remember to a UA student, or a female UA student. So yeah. And well, after some more time, she does do a little more training with Snipe, them doing a little more duels, and her just fixing up her mech and cleaning some stuff. Like, well, when the gnome and her were fisticuffing, the Nomo did get a couple hits on her, and, well, one of her arms was slightly damaged, and she was just fixing it. May helping her with the whole getting parts and everything to fix it, though she majority made it. Because May has no idea how this thing works, and yeah. Though she did help on the battery issue. And what does the battery look like? It looks like the handful batteries you put into BT in the beginning of the show. It's just one battery though, right at the top. And yeah, more time goes by, and well, Izumi has been talking to a certain pro hero. Who should this pro hero be? Mirko. Yeah, she talks to Mirko because they are more or less like. If you ever imagine Mirko, I could always imagine Mirko being a Mandalorian. Is that weird? With that personality and how she acts, being a whole like brute force. To me, she sounds like a little Mandalorian. So yeah, and well, why are they talking? Well, Miracle likes her style, and she just tried to use a gun, fails miserably, and yeah, though she just stayed to her more or less kicking strategy. And then, yes, the ship is Miracle. I'm just saying that now. And sorry if I made say it was the ship was going to be Jiro. Retconning that. And well, Jiro or Mirko does go out to a bar with Izumi one night after training to relieve some stress and to get a drink. Them going to a local bar that Mirko knows. They get wasted, to be blunt. So wasted that they both wake up in the same bedroom the next morning. Now, Mirko is H down for this, so no weirdos. With, well, Izumi not feeling well. She knows when she does something, well, not what she would regularly do. She does wake up, no offense to any women, naked. And, yeah. Her looking at Mirko and having a massive headache. Mirko looking at her and just blushing, just saying, wait, did we? Her is saying, I think we did. With them both just looking at the ceiling. Mirko just says, so what does this make us? With Izumi getting up, just saying, friends with benefits? And Mirko just says, I can live with that, though. Well, and Izumi just says she can't really have a relationship at the moment. Right now it's a little stressful, seeing all school, and yeah. Because they do lots of, because I saw it's very hard on them. Even as Izumi, it's hard. It's like, yes, compared to everyone else, Izumi's training is hell. Though Izumi did their training, it's more like a walk in the park, like a daily jog in a nice morning. Kind of like that. So, yeah, Mirko does chuckle with Izumi, putting pants on, a shirt, and leaving. With, her getting back, and Aizawa wondering where did she go. Her saying she got a drink with a friend. Him asking who's your friend. Her saying Mirko. Him just saying, oh, and saying that makes sense. You two are very much alike. Her just saying, we know. Or she knows, and I know that. Why do you think we're friends? Him realizing that, well, she just said we, and him saying, wait, are you guys in a... Her saying, no, we are not. Now, to explain Mirko a little more, yeah, she's H down, though she is still in the number, I'll just say she's in the top 15 spot. And she's been at, and seeing, well, this is at college, I say she was she's about 20, because this starts around, I think I said it was around 20, so she's 27, so it's been at least 3 years. And, well, Azumi being a little older than everyone else is about 22. So, yeah. So not too much of a age difference. So yeah, and this is the best way for her to be actually at a actual like realistic rating in the whole hero system, and actually being able to have a relationship with her, because I believe she's in her like 30s, near like in between her 30s and 40s when she is in the show. So yeah. And well, after some more time, the whole UA festival does go by, with Mirko and Izumi having more friends with benefits. Now, to all you perverts out there, I see you in the comments. Just because I do inappropriate things on my channel doesn't mean I'm not going to explain it. So use your dirty heads to think of it. Now, that makes me get less subscribers. I don't care. I'm not going to be well, I know this is kind of perverted, but still. I don't want to be a massive pervert. I'm not a Mineta, you could say. So, yeah, whenever you say they just get, well, no offense to women or guys, whenever they do get laid or any such, I'm not explaining that. Maybe if I ever do leave this channel and restart another one, and I'm older, maybe. That's if I remember making another channel when this is all done, because I don't think I'm going to do this forever. So, yeah. Also, thank you for 100 subscribers. Now, let's get back. The UA Sports Festival. With last night, and, well, Izumi and her, well, hanged out, though not doing anything, well, in bed. Just grabbing a drink with friends with benefits. Though Mirko is starting to realize she has feelings for her. Izumi realizing that she also has feelings for Mirko. And, well, you do have them thinking their heads about that. Though Mirko is more or less going to root for her friend, so she does wish her good luck before the whole UA. And I saw just take a note to that. Him trying to ask if she does. Are you sure that they aren't? Her saying what do you want to know? Him just saying flat out, are you friends with benefits? Her just saying, it's weird. Him saying, wait, are you two are you guys do you like each other? You just need to say something. Her just saying, yeah, we're at that point. Him laughing his ass off the moment. Her saying, what? Him just saying, oh, no, nothing, it's just funny. And, well, yeah. And Azumi does make a pouty face and goes off to everyone else. Them wondering where she was, and she was just saying that, oh, I was just talking to Aizawa Sensei. So, yeah, after a little longer, Izumi does, go and just Bakugo does a speech. Izumi just saying, oh, really, Bakugo? Aren't you being a little cocky with the asshole of Monomachi just saying, yeah, you're such a cocky bastard. You shouldn't be in UA. You don't deserve it, you Pomeranian. Him saying, what did you just say to me, you damn extras? I'm the only one that can be the number one hero. And, yeah, minus a couple, invitations to heroes. Because of that. Though, he does go down, and, yeah. With the first one being the race. Her just smiling, and, people realize she's smiling, and she does have a gadget. I'm thinking that she's in the hero course, though she's not. Now, why does she have some of her gadgets? Well, she has her helmet and her booster pack and her grappling hook, which is the only thing she can use. So, which is the only thing I'm going to be allowing her to have. With her being, overpowered in the city part. She can literally just go through buildings, dodging 0-pointers, and use her grappling hook to get to certain spots. And then it gets to, I think, the whole rope. With her, assassin jumping down. Everyone's just thinking, oh, what the hell? What is she going to do? Proceeding to grapple on a rope, using it to fling her into the air. And Miroko's impressed, and anyone that's a hero is impressed. Them just thinking, what's her quirk? Them thinking it's aero is acrobatics or some sort of, well, parkour quirk. Though quirkless. And she does more or less land like a superhero. If Deadpool was there, he would say that. Or just say, oh, it's a superhero landing. And she does run. And she does look at look out and see you could say the minefield. Her being very careful, though with a big boom and consistently get louder. And then she does hear another and getting louder. Her thinking shit. And what is that? Well, Bakugo with the booms and Shoto with the as in the ice slide. So yeah, her being faster though. Well, seeing she can really just freeze all the bombs up, and Bakugo could probably fly, she has to do it the old-fashioned way. Carefully and don't get hurt. Her more or less tiptoeing around and, using her visor as a scanning device. And, well, she gets third. And she is more or less pouty about that, but she realizes that there was nothing she could have done and accepts it. Mirko getting out of the stance and going off. No one's seeing that. And Mirko was just saying to Izumi that it was okay and you did actually pretty good. If it wasn't for the minefield. Her saying, I know, but what can you do? With someone in a sleeping bag, with Izumi realizing it and just says, which just says 1 second, and proceeds to kick the sleeping bag. Aizawa just saying, ow. And what did she hit? Hey, she hit him in the nuts. No offense to no guys. I'm also a guy and I would feel that. And him just saying, ow, what the hell? Mirko saying, what the hell, Aizawa? Him just saying, I just had to make sure, ow. And proceeds to wince pain a little longer. Him being lessened does get up and just saying, ow, that still hurts. And just said he had to make sure that you two were, dating. With Miracle blushing and Zumi just saying, we're not dating at the moment. With Miracle blushing more, just saying, wait, at the moment? Izumi just saying, well, I kind of like you, and Izumi, or I should say Miracle just says, well, and so, wait, so, her just saying, wait, you like me? Her saying, yeah, wait, if it's fine that you don't like me, and Mirko, being the, Mirko she is, goes for a kiss, and they kiss. And yeah. Now, second battle, the cavalry battle. Seeing Izumi is not the first place, like Izuku was and we're seeing that Izuku was the first, though she's not first, so she gets people. Who does she get? She gets Mei Hatsume, Bird Boy, and Uraraka still. So everyone that was in the past, the actual anime chase, she does get. Mei just wanted to be with her, and because she knows her, and Uraraka just wanted to be with another girl that she didn't know. No, she's not lesbian, no offense. So any lesbians that are watching this, no offense, no nothing. I'm just saying. Just because they're friends, and yeah. And then, the bird boy had nowhere else to go, and, just went there. So, yeah. Now, Izumi is more or less using her grappling hook in the whole cavalry battle to knock people off and get them away, which Shoto pays no attention to her. Why? Because he's too much, dealing with Bakugo. Guys, he got second and Bakugo got first. So, it's more or less a battle against them. Though Izumi does get first in that. How? Well, seeing she was not more prominent target, she could actually take, the headbands whenever someone got too close, or whenever they did fall, she kind of used her grappling hook to, grapple the headband off of everyone. with her ending around at least having 1 million points. Actually, no, there's 10 million points. With her getting around, actually, I'll say about 10,500,000. Now, why I would say that? Because at the last 1 minute, she made a beeline for Shoto, because Shoto took Bakugo's thing, and Bakugo's hot on the trail, with her saying, "Launch me," and Dark Shadow launching her. She using her pack to thrust herself in the air. And doing a kind of like, she turns her body towards, like, face downwards, putting her hand out, kind of like slapping Shoto, but grabbing his 10 million headband. And with them more or less bolting up to the behind Shoto, which she barely does, and almost falls, though they do catch her, or May does catch her. You know what? Uraka catches her with her, no gravity, so she kind of just more or less pushed her back up. Which then it does hear "That's it." And yeah, with Mirko smiling. Now people are realizing it. Her just saying go. And she was more or less enthusiastic about the whole, girl. They think it's her daughter, though sadly to say it's because no one knows actually Mirko's actual age. It was speculated to be around 30 years old to in between 40, though she is a 25-year-old. And, Izumi is a 22-year-old. Now, I understand that if she was a 22-year-old, she would be in the whole, I believe class 2A. Those things I don't even know who class 2A is. No, I'm just going to put her in 1A. So, yeah. And, final battle. Now, in this, she is going to be allowed her helmet and her jetpack and everything I was explained before, just with her jetpack or her knife, the Hack-1000 knife. That actually, the Hack-1000 knife, or her combat knife, which also can hack. So yeah, with some people saying that, why is she getting better treatment than anyone else? With Aizawa being on the news or the whole radio saying that she's quirkless and she is one of probably the most skilled people, and that it's just for her, or it's just to even the odds out. Now, Mirko does know she's quirkless and does think that she's a total badass, and everyone at UA does know she's badass and quirkless, though the public, they don't know she's a female badass. And he does say saying that articles and backstory of her saying that when she was very young, she was given up and, put into the slums. She fought her way out and became a UA student. And she has earned my respect and all the teachers. With some guys just saying, she shouldn't be in UA, she is quirkless. Only powerful people with, good quirks are allowed to be in there. Aizawa is saying, actually, she could probably take on my entire class, or the entire class of, 1A, and beat them to a bloody pulp if she was able to use her full armor and, equipment. Even her mech could do that. Oh, and it could. Now, 1v1s. Shinzo versus, Izumi. Shinzo actually puts up a fight because, he realized there's a quirkless kid in, 1A. And then he realized that, to get a quirkless kid in 1A, she must have been, trained through the most depth of hell. Oh, and John Wick's training was that and a little more. So he got inspired and trained himself and kind of learned, not fully karate, though he does have a good grasp on it. So he does put a somewhat of a fight up with her. Though she still got the whole thing from, I think his name was Tanjiro, that his quirk, that was mind control. So yeah, she is still that cautious and she didn't speak. Though when she does, well, do a judo stance and won't use his, well, I believe judo is, I think, using your own person's momentum against themselves. So she does, well, use that against him. Him getting, well, black-eyed, flown into the outside of the ring. It's not going. She's not going to throw him into a wall because I don't see that happening. It's not like she can. Well, she's not that strong. Yes, she might be quirkless, but still, she needs to have some limits. And yeah, and well, after a little while, it goes to well, at least her finally speaking to Shinzo, saying that he put up a good fight and you should try learning a mixed martial arts style. It could help you against different fighting or different villains that fight differently. Him just saying thanks for the advice and goes off, with Monoma telling that Shinzo why did he was being good or being friendly towards a U1A student. They're so scum they were. Shinzo saying shut up and go to sleep until your round. Him doing so, and in his round he doesn't. He whatever happened in his round. Or no, he didn't go into. Wait, did he? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Okay, never mind. So, yeah. And yeah, all the fights proceed to as normal. Though Shinzo has more of respect for Shoto, or I should say Izumi, not Shoto. That's his name. Shoto. Izumi's not Shoto. With Izumi being, well, slightly not as respectful to him. Her putting her hand back and gets in a half stance of Krav Maga. It's a different fighting stance than judo. Him asking why she, going easy on him. Her just saying, why are you going easy on me? Why don't you use both of your sides? Him just saying, I'm not going to use my damn father's. Her just saying, okay then, I won't use my left arm then. And she does get, making Shoto being pressured a lot. Because yes, she was more or less on the dodging whenever Shoto was using his ice attacks. Though when he got, frostbite and he couldn't do as much and it got slower, she started advancing and starting to use his own ice against him. What I mean, like while running on the ice. It was tricky, yes, but it was doable. And seeing her boots could be more or less combat boots and very grippy. How grippy? Well, she made her suit, all season around. What do I mean? Her boots can more or less have some spike, a little, mini spikes in her boots. That comes out, and she has more grip on ice, and yeah. Or could have just been even for wall running, it's better. So that does help when she does wall run, even if she's, on concrete. So yeah. And they're actually pretty durable, so it's not like she has to, every time she, goes out, replaces them. No, it's probably around every month. And it's not in a tricky spot. It's literally take your bottom of your foot piece out, take those pieces out, and then, put them back. It's kind of like put in, put out, put in, put out. So, yeah. And, with Shoto finally using his fireside, saying, fine, I'll use my damn father's quirk. And her dodging it with ease, like a ballerina. Because if you don't know something about John Wick, how he's trained, he was trained like a ballerina. Now, why would I say ballerina? Well, it's actually a thing that when ballerinas are very, agile on their feet and can do a lot of things. And seeing she was shot by, John Wick, she also knows about how to ballerina, or how to, do what, a ballerina would do. Yeah, she might not be a complete expert, though she does know, lots of ways of doing it. So, yeah. And, Shoto, when she does get into Shoto's, can get into her face, Shoto does get the receiving end of a, face going to kneecap. And proceeding to pass out. And you have a lot of people cheering for her, then at least half the stadium, and the other half is just being disgusted at her. Like a disease or something like that. But there are other hero heroes that are watching the sports festival and just smiling, just saying that she might be actually a good bro hero. And like Aizawa, because Aizawa does not have his own agency, but he does know talent and skill when he does see it, and now will fill it to the brim with skill. And he does also in his head just say that it's good that Shoto did, or is trying to start using his quirk, and he has to realize that it's his quirk, not his father's. Now, seeing she won against, Todoroki, Baku just says, "Oh, so the quirkless loser is finally going to, face me? Ha! Prepare to die, you shitty nerd." Or, "You female shitty nerd." Her saying, "Lovely as ever, Bakugo." Yeah, Bakugo, sorry. And he wakes up in the middle of a infirmary. And with a sad face, recovery girl saying that you shouldn't be aggressive to her. She's more skilled than you. With with him getting up and going to the whole, here is your medals. Now she's not getting one for all, but All Might just puts in her ears are saying, "I would like to see you after this at my office or at this teacher's lounge." Her is saying, "Okay," and they do go after the whole thing. She does have to say that All Might wants to speak her for something. Now, Mirko does not know about One for All. She knows that All Might is very overpowered and does know he can give his power, though she does know the whole two brothers, and the brother gived the other brother a quirk, and then realizing that the other guy had a power to gift quirks, or transfer his quirk to other people. So, yeah. And All Might offering her the quirk, though telling her to keep it all secret. Her saying that she'll keep it a secret, but she refuses. She'll be a hero on her own. And her saying she has a date to go to. Him saying who with who. Her saying Mirko. Him saying, are you sure about that? She is slightly older than you. Her saying, and that happens. And I don't really care, and we do like each other, so And shaking her shoulders and going off. Mirko asking what was that all about. Her just saying that All Might was trying to give me something. Her saying his work. Her saying, wait, you know? Her saying yes, and sorry she didn't sorry I didn't tell you, though. It was a secret. Now you know, so. Her saying, no, I understand, and why you would be so secret about it. Though her just saying, though, just don't keep anything from me. Her saying, okay, and, they go on a date. They waking up again. And, they were just cuddling the night before, they wake up on a couch with a TV turned off and popcorn with a bowl of popcorn on a table. They literally just watched a movie and kind of fell asleep on each other. And, Izumi being on the top, on the bottom of Mirko, because Mirko was more or less leaning on her when they were sleeping, trying to move Mirko. And she does puts a blanket on her, or puts the blanket more up on her, and so she's not cold. With Mirko waking up to the sound of something, being cooked. Her asking what's going on, and just look to the side of her, or opens her eyes and see Izumi in the kitchen. Izumi not realizing she's awake. Why? Because she's facing kind of the other way. And Mirko does do the whole thing as, guess who? Her saying, pretty voice. Nice white hair that I can see from behind myself. Because Mirko's hair is kind of long, so, yeah. And the soothing voice. And the, lovely hands. Mountain lady? With her getting a slap to the back. Her saying, ow. Hers is saying, don't tease. Or her saying, how the hell can you be so blunt? Or so, kind of like how it's kind of like her personality kind of being one of those, well, sick humors. Her just saying, or why does, well, I can't speak anymore. I'm being very confused, and I'll restart the scene with Mirko doing the whole, as I explained, the old her saying mountain lady, with her slapping the back of her head, and just as, why do you have such a sick humor? Her saying she got it from her, well, the old man. Her saying John Wick. Her saying, yep. Her saying, oh God, I feel bad for you. Her saying in a crying face, yes, he had terrible jokes. And yeah. How should I continue this? And while we go, Mirako does go off to work, getting her costume on, and does go out. With Azumi going off to school. And well, Azumi does go there and gets a lot of files. Though, if you saw in Deku's how he got some files, now since she doesn't have one file, she's not going to go to Gran Torino. Who would she go to? I don't want to say Night Eye, or should I? Yeah, why not? She got a thing from Night Eye, her accepting it and handing it in, which would have taken 15 minutes, because she had to go through lots of papers, so yeah. And then it's hero names. Now, seeing she wasn't called Deku, so it wouldn't be her name. She would be named the Blue Devil, saying that it was a name that, it's either Fallen Angel or Blue Devil, because those are the two nicknames I did give her. I think the Blue Devil would have been better, so I'll just say the Blue Devil. Her was, Midnight asking why she's naming herself that. Her just saying that, it's just to, strike fear into the enemies, and her, people that she's facing against, saying that she has a reputation to uphold. With Kaminar asking what do you mean? Her just saying where she did grow up, she was named the Fallen Angel and the White Devil. And they know what the Fallen Angel is, and they're like, oh shit. And yeah. Now, I do believe that's a good spot to leave it off. I have to record another video, which will be coming out today. So I'm recording this today, so it will be the dream video. So yeah. Goodbye.